into the future. Folks, guess where I am? I'm back in the lair. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back in the lair. I'm back. I'm back. And I'm going to attack. I'm back. What? Back. I'm back in the lair. I was out in Boston, and now I'm back home in the lair of Drade. I'm back in the lair of Drade. That's what I said. I need to share this. I need to share my activities here. Oh, there I am in all my Firebird shirt glory. Firebird shirt. Firebird shirt. I'm going to share this over here to a group. The Gristle Kingdom is a magical place. Folks, the Gristle Kingdom is a magical place. Michael Burrell says the Orange Room of Doom. Correctamundo. Correctamundo. Folks, I've got a delicious Lester Pulfus model guitar in my hands. I got a delicious Les Paul model guitar in my hands. Wildwood Spec. Diggity doggone it. Bluesman says, Orange Room again? Yes, I have returned from my East Coast jaunt. It was a mere 48-hour excursion. Today is Patrick McManus's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Patrick McManus. Ah! Happy birthday to you. You crazy little kid, you. Patrick McManus. A powerful warrior of both day and night. Mr. Patrick McManus today is the birthday boy. Hear that? You're welcome, Patrick. Happy birthday to you. Are you guys going to go to Ramet Thai tonight in downtown St. Paul? That's my favorite Thai place up there that I've gone to. Ramet Thai. Ramet Thai. It's so damn delicious that Ramet Thai. I like Thai food, ladies and gentlemen. A pleasure, Genia. A pleasure. You know, Gregor, we once used to do back in the day, Child in Time. Sweet child in time. Yells in line, drama room, the good and the bad. See the blind man. And then you got to do the scream. It's high. It's high. I don't think I can do the high screams anymore in that song because they're way up there. But anyway, Orange Curtains, that's right. The orange is out of control, blues man. Hey, Mr. Blues man, take of my orange. Take of the orange. Well, you know what? With the other tapestry we had, they were beautiful and resplendent and glorious. However, it made it really dark in here, cave-like. So when we were not doing the streams, it felt like this end of the house was just cloaked in darkness. And we thought, let's get some orange and lighten it. It looks like a dreamsicle back there. And who doesn't like a dreamsicle? They're so damn delicious. Oh, you're going to the Fulton Brewer in Minneapolis tonight. That sounds good. Enjoy yourselves out there. Hey, Alan, what's going on? Orange is strong with this room. That is correct, Matty K. You are correct. So today I have a Wildwood Spec 57 Les Paul. So it has those special Wildwood, wound to Wildwood Spec pickups. And this thing sounds great. It's got a nice chunky neck on it. Orange, I'm glad to be back. I see what you did there. Christmas is from Wildwood. It came in the doggone mail while I was gone. It came in the mail and it came in the mail. It is a Wildwood Spec 57 from the Gibson Custom Shop. Fat, thick, juicy, and succulent are the ways of this instrument. Adam Baum mentioned Robin Ford. Yes, you know what? I'm actually we're doing that guitar symposium again, Jennifer Batten's enterprise, on the weekend of June 19, 20, 21, if I'm not mistaken. I'm taking part again. I'm going to do some chicken picking tutorial and some bluesy bends and phrasing and so on and so forth. And my buddy Prashant is there. Of course, Jennifer Batten's going to be there again. I think Vicky's going to be there again, if I'm not mistaken. And then Robin is the special guest. So, cool. The link for this guitar is up above or below, depending on where you're watching. You can go right to the website and check all the specs on this guitar. I can also let you know what they are. It's a Wildwood night. No darling, Wildwood night. No darling. Someone asked if KMT is going this weekend. We are not. It is our scheduled Saturday, but Toby just bought a new house. He's in the midst of taking part in all of those details. So we congratulate him on his new domicile, but he will not be down here. Although Dylan and I may do a live stream Saturday night where we'll just play some crazy jams. Can you dig it? We may just play some crazy jams on that little doggone night. We may play some crazy jams. I'm going to find this link for you here so I can tell you all about this particular guitar. It is, of course, as I said, Gibson Custom Shop, Wildwood Spec 57 Les Paul Custom in the VOS format. And yes, of course, ebony collar, VOS, 9.79 pounds. It really does not feel that heavy, to be honest with you. It's a solid mahogany, non-weight relieved mahogany body, one-piece mahogany neck. Neck shape is early 50s rounded, and that is correct. It's a girthsome neck. I dig it. 12-inch radius, mother of pearl blocks, of course, 22 frets, multi-ply cream on top, binding that is, back, and hand-filled rolled fingerboard binding. 2 custom buckers wound to Wildwood specifications, as I said earlier as well. Tuners, reissue waffle back, yes. Vintage accurate plastic parts, which is a big deal, apparently, for the kids. And this one goes for $7,099. Some of the Murphy aged ones are like 12 grand. That pedal that I'm using right there, that is one of those Wildwood exclusive ODS Jetter 818 pedals, or 181, sorry. Fancy Foot is back. Now if we go over here and hit... Shut up. Actually, Gibson Custom Shop, especially the Wildwood Spec stuff, is the cream of the crop. So it's always, they're not cheap, but when you play the different ones back to back, you go, oh, that's why sometimes it's better not to know. But let's just say that the dough is worth it if you're into what it is. it's bold, and it's succulent. That's all there is to it. That neck pickup, just with the lead sound on it, gets that real delicious womany tony, claptonian cream sound, which I dig. You know, that's what we get right? Hang on a second. Come on now. Get it. There we go. Add the OTS on top too. Someone asked if I'm in Colorado. No, I'm in my room in Wisconsin, where we've been doing the live streams since the beginning of COVID-19. Ran it, COVID-19. Oh no, COVID-19. So yes, usually I would be out in Louisville, Colorado, doing these videos, but have not done so since the beginning of COVID-19. Hopefully with this dissipation, the seeming of coming back to life, maybe I'll be going out there, hopefully sometime this summer, to engage in some activities. But for now, I'm still in the orange room. Well, I'll tell you what, if you've been looking for a Les Paul Custom, this one is a damn fine one. I'd take it right now and run for the damn hills. I got a girl, her name's Francine. Got a girl, her name's Francine. No, I don't. Mess around with drop D tuning a little bit. That one tune is an old tune of mine from back in the Tone Controls days. Can't win for losing. Actually, I found some cool live stuff from back in the day, which I may release. Let's put it this way. I'm going to release. Oh, thank you. I did see that. That was the nice folks from Guitarist Magazine in the UK gave our latest record a 10 out of 10. Very nice of them. That's our record, Koch Marshall Trio, from the UPNA, which you can go wherever you can download stuff, or you can buy a hard copy from our website. We are going to do vinyl. People have been asking about the vinyl, and we are working on it. We're going to do a limited amount. It's going to be a double vinyl. We're probably only going to print 200 of them. It's going to be a double record. We'll probably do a funky vinyl. It's either going to be some funky color, maybe orange, maybe it'll be the hat. I don't know. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to number them. We're going to sign them. We're going to do 200. So we're going to have that happening at some point. Frampton worthy, right? Hello. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Yeah, the talk box. Get that going. Do not share a talk box. Probably a good idea. There'd probably all kinds of. It's probably worth all the juice. No vinyl, please. This is not 1950. Yeah, but people love vinyl. I don't know if you're aware of this, but they buy it by the shit ton these days. So you may not like it, but other people do. The Drade box. That's what it is. Aaron Rodgers to Wildwood. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. People are wondering if Aaron Rodgers is either going to play for the Packers this year or remain at Wildwood doing the videos. Little joke we had a while back. I took a picture of Paul from Wildwood, and I said, doesn't he look like Aaron Rodgers? Which he kind of does, okay? But people from Green Bay, he does not look like Aaron Rodgers. Like it's sacrilege to talk anything about Aaron Rodgers in that way. But now, how do they feel about that? Maybe, yeah, it looks just like him. What are you going to do? Polly Brown, Polly Brown. Did the video freeze? Not that I'm aware of. Did it? Woo. This Les Paul is a savage beast. Again, this is a Wildwood Spec 57 Les Paul in the VOS format. The link to this very guitar, it is available for purchase if that's the way you like to roll. And I got to tell you, a big chunky neck on this beast. 50C, they call this rascal. Gratuitous Johnny licks with the, that's right, with the Firebird shirt. See what I did there, Ray? Tied it all together for the kids. Where's George Peppard, right? He's gone. I got to get my George Peppard for the Orange Room. Get a picture of him going, hey, fellas, sweet, sweet sounds. Yeah, you know, there's something about customs, I'll tell you that. They sound doggone good. Banachek lives, he does. Hey, fellas, sweet, sweet sound. Frickin' looper backs and That's the Vody Shuffle, ladies and gentlemen, from the Gregorian arsenal of jams. The Vody Shuffle is powerful indeed. This Les Paul is, in fact, a Wildwood Spec 57 from the custom shop. And it's delicious. A delicious weapon. Unrepentant. Ooh. Rock and roll. It ain't noise pollution, okay? That's a little tune of mine called Unrepentant, ladies and gentlemen. And this guitar I'm playing is the Wildwood Spec 57 Gibson Custom Shop. Delicious morsel in the VOS format. I'm going into my Koch amplifier, the Greg. That's the overdrive sound with the OD gain boost on. And Ray asked, do I own more than one of the Greg amps? Actually, I have 3 of them here. I've got 2 in the blue, although this is the main one I've been using all through COVID. And then I have a head and cabinet with a 212 bottom. That's at the studio, though. So the Vibra King is a great amp. But this amp, the Greg, reigns supreme in my book as far as versatility and everything I need from an amplifier. And there are going to be some red ones and black ones available at Wildwood in the near future. I don't know if they're already pre-sold, but it would be worth a call to Wildwood and say, hey, I wanted a Greg amp in black. They'd say, well, just so happens we got one a-coming. We got one a-coming. We got one a-coming. Ever try a Mesa Blue Angel, Greg? I have, Gregor, and I liked it immensely. You know, I was tempted by the Blue Angel, but back in the day, I had a Maverick amp for a few months that I used that I actually liked quite a bit. It's kind of a funny story. Is it story time? I'll tell you a little story. So back in the day, I was doing a bunch of stuff for Fender and doing this, that, and the next thing, and using a bunch of different amps. And I came across, I did use Super Reverb for years. And then at some point, those little Pro Juniors came out. And when they first came out, they were tweed, right? And I used a tweed amp. And that record, Strat's Got Your Tongue, if anyone's ever heard that record of mine, Strat's Got Your Tongue, I used a Pro Junior on a lot of the lead stuff on that record. Like Spank It is all done. All those leads were done on a Pro Junior. That was the leads going back and forth, the kind of dirty lead versus the other one. It was a Telly on one end, and the distorted guitar is a 335 and the bridge pickup, all through a Pro Junior. And the tune 265 as well. All the solos were done on a Pro Junior. Anyway, so I love the Pro Juniors, but one Pro Junior was not enough. And so then I started using 2 Pro Juniors, and I'd split them up with this Leslie'izer I had. And then I was like, you know, if 2 are good, I bet 4 would be better. So I used 4 Pro Juniors, and I would put them, and I was hauling them around in these big purple Target containers. And I was doing a lot of gigs with my buddy Willie Porter at the time. In addition to doing my own band, when I played with Willie, I would take 4 Pro Juniors. I would stack them on their sides. So I had 2 and 2. And I split the signal. I can't remember. I had some kind of a reverb device, and then I had my Leslie'izer, and it sounded great. But those amps aren't exactly that roadworthy. And so I remember I was in a store one day, and the reason why I like those Pro Juniors is because in my mind it was 2 EL84s, and you just cranked it. It was a volume and a tone. We're done. And I played a Boogie Maverick. Now, prior to that, I'd never been a huge Boogie fan. My buddy had Mark IVs and this, that, and the next thing at that point in time. And I was like, you know, it's just too much stuff on there. And I just want a basic tone and another tone above it, maybe, you know, and not like, oh, well, then you can do diode and triode. And I was like, I don't want to know about commodes, okay? Unless I need one in a flash. I just want to plug in and I want to rock, okay? I don't want to have a degree in amplifier in order to rock. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm judging. So then I played a Maverick, and I dug it because it was one sound, and then you hit another sound that was a little bit more, and it was EL84 fueled, nice reverb. So I had a cream one with a single 12, and then I had a 12-inch cabinet on it, extension cab, and I used that for a while. I'll never forget. I got a call from my buddy Don Johnson. Don Johnson was the guy who worked for Fender for years on end. He was a legendary guy. He hooked me up with Fender to begin with. And he called me up. This is early on. This is in the 90s, like 96, 5 maybe, 95. And he goes, Greg, Don Johnson calling. I said, yes, Don, how's it going? He's like, well, rumor got to me that you've been gigging around town with a Mesa Boogie amplifier. I'm like, yeah, Don, you know what? I love those Pro Juniors, and I like the sound of EL84s overdriven, but you know, calling around 4 of those damn things just doesn't seem to make any sense. And this amp really has everything I need, and it's got reverb. So I've been digging it. And he's like, well, let's just say it would probably hinder your ascendancy in the Fender world if word got out that you were gigging with a Mesa Boogie amplifier. Why don't you call up Richie Fliegler and talk to him about your amp quandaries? So I remember I didn't know Richie. Richie's now a good buddy of mine, and I've known him for years. He's the one who actually hooked me up with Fishman But at the time, he was amplifier guy for Fender, and then he went on to be the main marketing. He was vice president of marketing for Fender for years. Anyway, so I called him up, and he's a New York guy, so he's got very little time for messing around. So he's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Well, you know, I've been using these Pro Tools. That's no amplifier to use live." I'm like, "Well, actually, it works great. I use it in the studio. It sounds great, but I like the idea of just turning up and going if I want to." So that's why I use this Mesa Boogie. He's like, "Listen to me. We just came out with this Vibrolux. It's called a custom Vibrolux, and we took the negative feedback thingamabobber out. And for layman's terms, the negative feedback thing was what they put in the blackface amplifiers to give them a cleaner headroom. So when you take it out, it's going to overdrive sooner, more like a tweed amp, right?" And he goes, "Reverb works on both channels." He goes, "That's your amp." I'm like, "Okay." And he was right. That was my main amp for years, and still is off and on. I had the white Tolex one, and then I found another white Tolex one over my buddy Tommy Benz's place up in River Falls, Wisconsin. He had a clean, just immaculate one. Of course, immediately I got the amp and tore the grill cloth. Anyway, but those amps are great too. But kind of a fun little story. Someone asked about Mesa Boogie, and there you have it. Okay. Questions out there, ladies and gentlemen. Did I miss the Gold Top? I haven't played the Gold Top yet. Remember that part. Don't ask me about the shape I'm in. I can't sing, I ain't pretty, and my legs are thin. Don't ask me what I think of you. I'm not give the answer that you want me to. Someone asks, "Is there anybody else in the house when I play these?" Of course there is. They're all upstairs. In the this is kind of an old Victorian house with floors up above, so they are seeking refuge in the higher levels. Oh, love me back. Can you dig it? What height is standard for Les Paul frets? Well, on this guitar, let's see what we got. Yes, Central Time. That's what I meant. I almost likely be in what's this? Sorry, my brain is scattered. Let me go over yonder here. So I can see what I'm looking for here. Frets on this beast are as follows. It just says 22. Whatever the standard frets are on these rascals, which is a good question. Doesn't really say. There you go. Whatever they put on the, whatever the vintage frets are. It feels good though. Medium jumbo, thank you. Play Whole Lotta Love. The guitar can cover all the Zeppelin worlds, even though it's a custom and not a standard. Although he played a custom a bit early on. There you go. A little bit of Zeppelin-esque activity there by way of Howlin' Wolf. Can you dig it, ladies and gentlemen? Wow, I went a little overboard today, ladies and gentlemen. It's 8 after. Greg, did KMT get Meantime Blues together? Oh, one of these days we will. Can you dig it? Listen, folks, thank you so much for tuning in today. I certainly hope you enjoyed this morsel. This is a Wildwood Spec 57 Les Paul from the Gibson Custom Shop in the VOS format. The link to this very guitar is up above or below, depending on what you're watching this on. And you can go right to the Wildwood site and go, Lord have mercy, there it is. And away you'll go. Happy birthday, Patrick McManus. I hope you have a festive day. Doggone it. It's a good day for a birthday. It's always a good day. Am I right? All right, folks, thank you so much. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.